Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us. K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Coast to Coast Entertainment Network. I am Ace, and we are joined tonight by none other than that man that we call Mr. Mess Around Dave. How you doing tonight?
I'm good. Anniversary show. Can't wait to do this. I'm excited for the show.
Absolutely. So we actually want to welcome in our viewers that are here to catch our 1-year anniversary show. And so before we jump into our special 1-year anniversary show, I'm going to introduce to you the other gentlemen that are with us. And of course, we have Mr. Crispy Bacon. How you doing tonight?
Doing good. How's everybody doing tonight?
Cannot complain at all. All right. And then how about Mr. Randy Cox?
I'm doing good. Just getting ready to start this show.
All right. Cannot wait to hear it. So, of course, we got to kick this off the right way. And how are we going to kick this off the right way? We have to have our 1-year celebratory beer right here. So this is not, one of our normal shows that we're going to do here on Between the Ropes. We simply, we're going to sit here. We're going to talk about, kind of how things went in the past year. We are going to talk a little bit about, Friday and Raw. But anyways, and welcome in Brandon Herrera. He's right there here. So, anyways, when it comes to that, Dragon Viper, I'm going to go ahead and start with you. What was you think your most fondest memory over this year was?
My most fondest memory? Wow. I'd have to say, the fact that I pretty much, say what I want when I want, and I mean that's a lot of memories right there. I can't pick one, but I know that I throughout this year of being on here, I've been able to easily do this. It's been getting easier for me to do, and I say what I want, kind of thing. So,
all right, well. Now that you see how we're going to do this here, Mess Around Dave and myself, we're going to be on the same. We're going to be on the same camera here. So, and welcome in Sarge here. So, Sarge, this is our 1-year anniversary show. So, looking back at at our 1-year anniversary show, what do you think was your fondest memory?
I think the very first interview with Garrison Creed. And trying to get him as a tag team partner.
That was cool. I really like that. That was actually really, really cool. All right, and then of course, you know what? I got to go to that man here, Mr. Mess Around Dave, because we wanted to start this, a long time ago, and so we finally came up with the idea. We got it started. So, Mr. Mess Around Dave here, you go ahead and tell us what your fondest memory was.
I think my fondest memory would have to be just you and I, just before it even started, just talking about how we would even go about doing this, and if there's going to be a big enough audience for this to really take off. And it started out kind of slow, and it built up once we got Garrison Creed on here, and he's helped the show out a lot. So thank you, Mr. Creed, for that.
Oh, absolutely. Because when you actually think about it, we actually started out when we first did this show. I think our first episode, we had 200 views or something like that. Yeah. And now we're actually averaging right around about 1,000 views a show now. So we've actually gone from a measly 200 up to about 1,000 views. So right now, I love the direction of the show. We definitely could not do this without all of our viewers. William Hudson out there, Lou Thompson out there. Isaiah's here. Brandon, and of course, you know, you have Dragon Viper here, and then Crispy Bacon. So, well, and yes, Brandy and Brandon, yes, you guys were a part of course, you guys were a part of this. But I was talking about, you know, before we went on the other network that we were on, you know, Mess Around Dave and I had talked about in the future, we're like, hey, you know what should we do here? And we kind of thought about this, and we thought it was a great idea. Then I went to Dragon Viper. I was like, hey, let's do it. And then I reached out to Brandon, and Brandon's like, yep, let's go ahead and do it, because you know what, overall it was great. So you know, it's been a great show. So Crispy Bacon,
Yeah.
before we kind of go into and talk about some things that we are going to talk about, you know, a little bit of Raw and a little bit of SmackDown, some key parts. But anyway, so Crispy Bacon, what do you think your fondest memory of so far was between the ropes within the first year?
Probably the interviews we got to do, and just, you know, covering the wrestling in general, and, you know, I guess getting it to more people, and, you know, the coverage, and we just have a lot of fun here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I definitely met some. I definitely met some amazing people. You know, Garrison Creed, Preston Steele, Bane Bailey.
Rob
We
Wild.
had Rob Wilds, Chris Casanova, known as Chris Ward. You know, we had some awesome interviews here. But Sarge, so since we're not really breaking down the whole Raw and SmackDown, since it's a 1-year anniversary celebrations show, I did say that, you know, we would talk about, you know, some stuff on Raw and SmackDown. So is there anything major that you want to talk about on Raw or SmackDown?
Of course, you have to pick me first. The thing is Seth Rollins. He's killing it every single night. With him opening a segment, he could do that every single night. And he just brings it like he just brings enthusiasm and energy. Even like when I'm watching, I get energized just watching him cutting promos, and I love that KO is back. But you know what, KO is that part-time wrestler now, but that's where I'm kind of liking right now with Raw, with Seth Rollins and his curtains that he wears.
So before I go on here, from all of our viewers out there, if you could, because I know Isaiah said what his favorite part was. So, you know, we have William Hudson out there. We have Imee. We have Lou Thompson. So if any of you want to put, you know, what your favorite thing so far from the last year that you have seen, go ahead and put it in the comment box. We would love to hear what your favorite part was. And the thing is even with this, every time you comment, you know, if you come on and you comment, we're actually going to be giving a prize out at the end of the show. So, Chris, if you could please write down everybody's names or keep track of who comments, we're going to put it on a spinning wheel at the end of the night, and then you're gonna win a prize. So, of course, so Dragon Viper, you know, with you, what were some of your favorite things, you know, that happened on Raw and SmackDown?
You know, I found it funny with the whole 24/7 title when Corey Graves and Byron, you know, won the title. And then Reggie ended up winning it back. I actually kind of did find that funny. You know, one of the things I did like on Raw was the fact of Liv Morgan finally, you know, becoming number one contender for the, you know, Raw Women's title. You know, it's a long time coming for her. I think she's, you know, good at, you know, in the ring, and yeah. So I thought Raw was good at some points. So, and SmackDown, I don't think I really had any favorites on SmackDown because, you know, Roman's still destroying the show with his, you know, him taking the crown and thinking that he's everything on SmackDown. I think he's still just killing the show where I don't even want to watch SmackDown at that point. So other than that, That's all I got.
All right. So, and of course, William Hudson, he's saying that his favorite part was when we brought him on the network to make a spinoff show of Tuesday Night Mania, which he's saying that we're going to have a special guest here on Tuesday Night Mania. But before we go into all that here, I got to bring in my man right here, my main man, Mr. Mess Around Dave. So Mess Around, when we talk about Raw and SmackDown, what do you think? I'm going to ask you this. What do you think is going to happen? Because Roman Reigns on Friday night said that if he lost, he would vacate the title and he would not return to SmackDown. Well, you saw that he lost technically on a disqualification on Friday night SmackDown. So where do you think this is going to happen? Do you think that he's going to vacate the title?
No, I think he's going to come out and say that because he lost by DQ, it doesn't count. So therefore, he's ahead of the table, and you got to acknowledge what he says.
He's the head of the table, right? Head of the table, absolutely. All right, and so Lou is saying that one of her favorite things about the show is that she doesn't always get a chance to watch Raw and SmackDown. So this is a great time to where she gets to jump on and kind of get caught up on what goes on Raw and SmackDown. So you know what, Lou? I'm glad that we're actually able to help somebody with the whole catch up on Raw and SmackDown. And so Amy saying that her favorite one was that when Preston Steele was here. And so, you know what? One thing about Preston Steele is that his stories were like truly amazing, right? When you think back to it, the stories he said were just truly freaking amazing. I love those stories.
That midget story, the greatest story ever.
Oh, absolutely. Those were awesome. That was awesome. And I am trying to get Preston Steele back on to come on and do another interview just to tell some more of his amazing stories, because I know that we definitely all want to hear it. And then you have Lou who's saying, "Oh Lord, Mess Around and Ace in the same room." I know.
It's scary.
I know it can be bad, right? It can be bad. We are technically we're definitely up to no good. I can tell you that. We are celebrating our 1 year on the network here for Between the Ropes. And Christy Wilson, there you are. Hey guys, I'm still buzzing after watching Hangman Adam Page meet Kenny. Okay, so we definitely will get into that on Tuesday. We're gonna save that one for little Tuesday Night Mania. So, Chris, because I think I forgot to ask you this, but what was did I ask you what your favorite thing about was over this last year?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. So what was some of your favorite things from Raw and SmackDown so far?
On Raw, I like the 24/7 championship. I thought it was interesting the way they did it. It was like changing hands for like 20, seemed like 40 times, seemed like, between Corey Graves and Brian Saxton, and all of them. And then on SmackDown, I thought it was a good show overall. So probably just an overall show.
All right. Well,
wasn't too bad.
It was. Now, think about this. Over the past year that we've done this show, how many Raw and SmackDowns have we talked about? And pay-per-views. I was like, geez, we have covered a ton. And when you look at when we first started this show and some of the first few episodes we've done, think about how much Raw and SmackDown has changed since then.
Oh, yeah.
It has changed.
From the Thunderdome to being in crowds.
Thunderdome, absolutely. Like, we've been through a lot in this last year.
Before that, Performance Center. Performance Center before that.
Yeah, but I'm not only talking about that in general. Like, this show in general, though, has been through a lot, because we've changed networks. We still kept all of our viewers from switching networks. It's been here. We got to meet some wonderful guys too from TRC. William Hudson and Joe Kuntz, and I couldn't thank them enough for everything that they have done too, and what the great addition that they make on Coast to Coast. They have been fantastic also. And
they brought people in from over there.
Absolutely. And then, of course, all of our viewers. We definitely couldn't do this without without all of our viewers. So keep in mind, if you're watching this show and you want to have a chance to win a prize at the end of the show, drop a comment and we will enter your name with a chance to win the show. So when you look overall at this Raw and SmackDown with everything that's kind of been going on, and you look over the course of the last year, what so far has been some of your favorite rivalries that we have talked about? And Sarge, I'll start with you.
I'm actually pretty much anything with Roman Reigns right now, because with his gimmick, he's killing it. And I was not expecting like how well he would done as this character he's playing as of right now. And he's killing it. And my other favorites was actually AJ Styles and Almost versus RK Bro has been brilliant. And I've been loving that. In the Myth, the Dragon Viper is the VIP president of that club.
Absolutely. We cannot forget the VIP of the RK Bro fan club, and that is definitely Dragon Viper. He is the president, and he created that. That'll never go away. And so, Chris, when you look at the last year, what was some of your favorite rivalries that we got to talk about?
I'd probably have to say Bianca Belair, Sasha Banks, anything with Roman Reigns, and then probably the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
To me, anything with Brock Lesnar for me has been absolutely amazing. Brock Lesnar, AJ Styles, The Miz. Mess around. How about you in the last year? Have you had some favorite rivalries that we've talked about within the last year?
For me, I'd have to go with Edge and Seth Rollins. Anytime they got in the ring together, it's an instant classic. So.
Oh, absolutely. Those are some classic matches. And Brandon Herrera actually brings up a wonderful point too. He talks about the fantasy bookings that we do too. That's been a fun addition. I know Sarge is like, he's kind of laughing. Come on, tell me that hasn't been fun.
It has. I just had a lot of things going on, but I'm going to be more active with that. With my killer roster, I'm kind of holding you guys down with that one. So.
Dude, your roster is loaded, dude. Your roster got freaking loaded. When we were doing the whole freaking thing with the drafting, like I was randomly spinning the wheel and everything, and I don't know what it was, but you had that number on the draft wheel that every time I spun that sucker, it always landed on a big name. So finally, after like the 13th round, I was so freaking frustrated that I'm like, no, this is bullcrap. Sarge is not getting any more big names because he's getting all these dang big names. He's starting to get guys with no names. I was like, this is bullcrap. And so, so Isaiah's like, what's the prize? And Brandon saying, it's a date with Mr. Randy Cox. Is it? I don't know. But he's saying no. So we do have a few comments that are coming in here talking about, what's been some good things within the last year. So Pat McAfee joining SmackDown. That's been a comment about that. That was a great addition. That was fun.
I like him in commentary. He's pretty good.
I wasn't sure though how well it was going to go. I really wasn't sure. But now it's like one of the things to where you're like, wow, that was great. So they're saying a date with Randy Cox dressed as Matt Riddle.
No.
And
come on, bro.
Come on, bro. All right. So what's up? All right. So we also have a few other. So Charlotte and Rhea, that is another. That's another rivalry that we're talking about. Oh, so no, Lou's saying that the winner should get a chance to shave Dragon Viper's head. That would be another one.
Absolutely not.
Yes.
No.
No? Oh, dang it.
This is bullshit, dude. Look at this. I just can't mind
If I lose this giveaway thing, I'm going to shave my beard.
All right.
What about Brock Lesnar versus Randy?
Yes.
Yes.
Dragon
Give
Viper.
that to us.
Yeah.
Give that to us. So I want to catch up on this little bit of a rumor that they've been talking about. And the reason why I asked Mess Around Dave this question, because there's actually a rumor speculating right now that next Friday, which would make no sense because it's right before a pay-per-view, so I'm not sure why they would do this. But they're talking about how next Friday Roman Reigns is going to come out and vacate the championship because he had requested time off, and that somehow he's going to come back right around the Royal Rumble. And
He's scared of Big E.
he's scared of Big E. No, I don't foresee that happening though. I don't
But
foresee
then
him.
He's going to face Big E at
Exactly.
Survivor Series.
Exactly. That's my thing. Like, I don't see it happening because it's not going to make any sense whatsoever for him to vacate the title because you're right before Survivor Series. How much sense would that make?
Do they do anything to make sense? No.
I heard a rumor
You know-
that Lesnar was going to be in December at SmackDown. He got front row tickets, apparently.
Oh, definitely. It's Brock Lesnar. There's the man. All right. So Mess Around Dave, you can go ahead and put in some input on the stuff that we're talking about.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about Reigns and the whole dropping it before Survivor Series to take some time off and then coming back. And
He's not getting dropped. Like I said, he's ahead of the table. You got to acknowledge him. His word is gold. He's ahead of the table.
acknowledge me. So I was kind of going to surprise you guys a little bit and kind of throw out a few names here to tell me. So tell me the first thing that comes to mind when I throw this name out there. The first word. Randy, you don't get to go first on this one because I know the way that this is going to go with you. So, Sarge, I'm going to start out with you. Seth Rollins.
Curtain rods.
And I'm assuming you're talking about the attire that he wears.
Yeah, definitely.
But how can you not respect the man's, like, the dude dresses amazing. I love his outfit.
Dude's got
I
style.
love it too. It just reminds me of like in a 1970s house that hasn't changed over the years with the same wallpaper and like shower curtains.
Shower
I'd
curtains.
kill to wear one of those. I would
People-
definitely wear one.
People talk about a rug,
I was thinking the same thing, like for a rug.
Mess Around Dave. What do you think of the first word that comes to mind was Seth Rollins?
Embrace the vision.
Yes. Embrace the vision. Randy, embrace that vision.
Nope,
that eye roll happening.
not doing it.
Not doing it.
Not doing it.
All right, so we have Lou who's saying crazy. Christy Wilson, Becky Lynch is her husband, Seth Rollins' stylist. Yes. Yes, she is. And Brandon Herrera comes up with overrated. Are you kidding me?
What?
I disagree with Brandon on that, by the
Brandon's
way.
smoking the stanky.
Seth Rollins is not even
I
close to
disagree.
being overrated. It's not even
I
close to being
disagree.
overrated.
He's not.
No, not even close. Dragon Viper. Then what comes to mind when you hear Seth Rollins?
Superstar.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you. I'm glad you're actually saying that somebody's a superstar because
So
Seth
he
Rollins
does
is that
embrace
guy.
the vision.
I have
Absolutely.
come on here.
You
I
hear
have
that?
come
He
on
does
here
embrace the
this
vision.
He does.
I
He's
have
done
come
good
on
with the
here
program.
this whole year, and I have said that I like Seth Rollins. I will not embrace the vision, but I like Seth Rollins. He is amazing in the ring. So I have nothing against him. I'm just not embracing the vision.
With you saying all that, you just embraced the vision just right
No.
there. Just by
Yeah,
saying
you
did.
that.
Yeah.
You did. You just said it. You just embraced it because you said he's a
I said I
superstar.
am not. Nope.
You don't
I am
have to
not
say that.
embracing the vision.
But if you're a fan, you embrace the vision.
No, it doesn't.
Technically, you do.
I would have to sit here and I would have to say I embrace the vision. I am not saying that.
You
I
just
am
said
saying
it.
I am not embracing the vision.
Well, we should ask our viewers, like everyone who's commenting, like we
See-
should ask: has Dragon Viper officially embraced the
See,
vision?
Yep.
William Hudson right there says you've embraced it.
Yep.
You
No,
have
no.
embraced it. You can't take it back now. You just said he's a superstar, which means
I did
you
not
have
say I
embraced the vision.
embrace. I would have to say those words, and I'm not saying that I do. So,
What word?
oh, nice
Hey.
try, Chris.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want you to say it.
What
Go
were
ahead and
the
say it.
words again?
I don't embrace the vision.
Oh,
People putting words in my mouth that I said that I didn't.
all right. Crispy bacon. First word that comes to mind, Seth Rollins.
Thank you, Christy.
Visionary.
Visionary.
Love
Perfect.
it. Love it.
Perfect. And William Hudson, you've acknowledged him. You have acknowledged
Yep.
him. You've acknowledged him.
I agree with Christy.
I didn't hear him say that. It doesn't matter. He doesn't have to
It
embrace
doesn't matter,
it.
huh?
Just by the words he stated, he's embracing the vision.
No, I never said those words.
Actually, you did.
You did. You did. All right. So I'm using bathware is the first thing that comes to mind. So Tim's saying, curtain, shower curtains, and she's saying bathware, and we have embraced the vision.
You have
We have
inner clothing.
superstar. We have visionary. That's who Seth Rollins actually is. Now here we go. This will be a fun one, and I know Dragon Viper is going to love this one. Here it is. Sami Zayn.
Yes.
Yes, Sami Zayn. And so
Oh,
I'm gonna start out with this, and Mess Around agrees with the conspiracy.
Conspiracy. Totally.
Conspiracy. There's a conspiracy against Sami Zayn.
WWE is conspiring against him. They're holding the little man down.
They are. They're holding him down. Just say it. Just say it, Dragon Viper. Just say conspiracy. Conspiracy.
no, there is none.
True. It's damn true.
It's it's true. Conspiracy is true. All right, Sarge. How about you with Sammy?
Conspiracy as well. That's the only thing I can
Yes.
come across.
Yes,
Drink
conspiracy.
the Kool-Aid.
Conspiracy. It's there. It is there. So you have Christy Wilson who's saying street bum. No, boo.
Ooh.
Yes, I love that. But Christy Wilson is also saying C2C should air Sammy's documentary. Absolutely.
No.
We should air his documentary, and we will call it conspiracy theory.
I'm gonna reach
I
out to him and see
protest.
what-
Yes, do it. What?
I protest.
Well, then you don't have to be on the show because I'll tell him that Dragon Viper doesn't believe that there is a conspiracy against you.
Then you'll have
I
another match.
protest.
Then you'll have another match.
All right. Crispy Bacon. What comes to mind when you think of Sami Zayn?
Underrated.
Yes.
Yes.
I like that.
Good answer.
Next round, how about you?
Conspiracy.
Conspiracy, absolutely. Conspiracy. I'm going to hate asking this, but I got to do it anyways. Dragon Viper.
Choke artist, annoying weasel. I mean,
That's more than one
the
word.
list goes on.
Okay, we're not asking to describe yourself. I mean,
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, you were in that one. You were in that one.
You walked right into that one.
it's all love, man.
Ah. Conspiracy. Yes, exactly. Conspiracy theory.
No.
And
Not you too, William.
absolutely.
No.
So I'm saying I like him, but he does need a shave and a haircut.
No, he doesn't.
Yep.
I'm jealous of his beard and hair. Look at this. Shiny.
Exactly.
I'm right there with you.
I want one just like him. Like I let mine grow out a little bit, but not as much as Sami Zayn. Absolutely not. So I'm just saying these are great. But before we go on to the next name that I was going to throw out there, which I know everyone's going to clearly like this, but we had talked about making up some because we are trying to. We have a vision here. We have a vision on Between the Ropes. We have a vision on Coast to Coast. So, everybody will be seeing our rebranding pretty soon of our. We have a brand new logo that is coming out. It's going to look really, really sweet. Which keeps in mind, we're going to have some T-shirts that are coming up too. Not only Coast to Coast T-shirts, but we're going to also have some Between the Ropes T-shirts, some Tuesday Night Mania T-shirts. And I'm telling you, you guys should really reach out to us, and you're going to want those shirts. Those are awesome.
I want one.
Absolutely.
Me too.
Yeah.
So everybody will be able to see that new logo that's going to be coming out for C2C pretty soon.
Maybe we could throw out a Between the Ropes T-shirt to the winner tonight.
Maybe. But we haven't made them up yet.
When they're made
Yeah,
up.
when they're made up, we will send the winner tonight. Will get one of those. Oh, and stickers. Okay, so you want what? You want a bumper sticker? I mean, we can make that happen if you want bumper stickers. We can make that happen.
Yeah, let's do bumper stickers. That'd be awesome.
Absolutely.
Done.
So-
deal.
Around our
Okay,
stuff
you
on
know what?
that.
Christy Wilson's talking about a Between the Ropes hat. Why not? Why
Dude.
not? We can make up hats. We'll get you whatever you want. You let us know. We'll get you whatever you want. Bumper
get
sticker.
one with my
hat,
face on it?
shirt. What?
Can I get one with my face on it? Just like
Oh yeah, but,
Get my
but
own.
I'm telling you though. But when Dragon Viper gets his on the front, it's gonna say Between the Ropes, but on the back, special for him. Not only is it gonna say Embrace the Vision on top, but it's gonna have a giant picture of Sami Zayn on the back
Yeah,
of it too.
no,
Okay,
no,
there you go with that.
And then what it's going to come up with at the bottom, it's going to say conspiracy at the bottom. So, and then on the front, just to make it even better, it's going to say president of RK Bro. And that's
Yeah.
going to round out his shirt. And
No.
it's going to be awesome.
No.
Oh, come on. You're already dreaming of this T-shirt.
No.
You brought an RK Bro shirt already once, so it's there.
Yeah, because that was a deal and I live up to my deals. I lost. I made a deal. I had to buy it. Now my mom owns it. So guess what? It's not even in my house.
And welcome in our next person, which is Big B. Chris, you pulling him up here on the
I already
screen?
did. He came up, but I'll do it again.
Oh, he
There we go.
did?
Yeah,
What's up, guys?
Big
Yeah.
B.
What's up, B?
So, well,
Congrats to everyone on a year-long project that we've had, and
welcome
1
in.
year. So,
Yeah, so William Hudson is actually saying C2C is smarter than your honor student sticker. I love it. So, Big B, think about over the course of this last year. Think about how much we've grown. And,
oh yeah, no doubt.
And what were some of your favorite moments in the past year?
Well, man, I mean, first off, give you guys all crap, saying Goldberg almost every episode, ragging on Randy, even though it is true that he is the president and CEO of the Arcade Fan Club. Coming out and saying Seth Rollins is overrated, taking jabs like that, getting a reaction from you guys, it's been a blast. The interviews we've had, I think I put in the comment, Creed and Preston Steele, Rob, Chris, having Will out with TRC. I mean, everything, the matches we've covered, the story, the rumors that we're breaking down, the talking on the feuds we'd like to see, people splitting up, stuff like that. I mean, it's just a great, chat. And like you said earlier, Ace, it was talked about between you and Dave. You guys came up with it, came up to me and Randy. We didn't know where it was going to go, but I do remember saying that there is a hidden cult out there of wrestling fans once we reach them. And big props to Creed. I think he started it all for us. And, we wouldn't be where we're at today without him. And doing our fantasy bookings. I mean, seeing what everybody's ideas are, which way they would go. Once we get Sarge on to book his, we'll see where he's going with his stud roster. But, outside of that, I mean, it's been a blast every Sunday to tune in and, come on when I can. And, I love talking wrestling. So,
Yeah, this guy's slacking over here too.
I think I've made one fantasy booking post so far.
yeah, I think, and that's okay. Family time. We all understand family time gets in the way, and that's more important than us talking. Family is definitely more important. But, I know my son enjoys it. He asks me every day, do I have to do a show? I'm like, nobody will do it. Oh, come on. I want to write it. I want to put matches together. I was like, well, we'll do it. But, Dave, I know you said Dave Jr. likes to do it too. So, I mean, it gives us some body time, but
been lazy.
Yeah. So,
Do you know the sound? When Ace always posts his show, there's always a sound music that always happens when he does it when it comes across our messages.
Yeah.
Well, so we do have a few questions here. So Amy is talking, but first of all, let's welcome in, we have a few people who are welcoming in Big B. So Gene Carlson saying King Big B's here. And then William Hudson saying Big B. Yes, Big B's here.
yes.
And I'm
Thank
saying
you,
that
guys.
actually, and one big person that I think that we don't talk enough about as part of a representative for C2C is actually Will Polston and the stuff that Will does behind the scenes on this. Will's actually a major key part in this that you may not see him very much on the air because that's not really what he does. He does a lot of behind the scenes stuff. He keeps the content rolling and he's the one who reaches out to us and says, hey, you know what, I feel this or this or this. And so I definitely want to thank Will Polston for that one. Lou wants to know, what are our goals for C2C within the next year? And
Just for the show or altogether?
Altogether, we can talk about the show if you want, but I think a big part of this, with the big thing. And speaking of Will Polston, Will Polston's actually in the house.
Like if we didn't mention our partnership with MI6 too. That's been big for them.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
good point. Can't forget about them.
Oh, absolutely. We definitely want to thank that. So I actually are speaking of Will. I'm actually going to send Will a link right now because he actually wants to hop on just a little bit here for our 1 year anniversary. So
sweet.
I went ahead and
As get back to Lou's while Will's coming on. For me, I just want to see each show keep growing.
Yeah.
New shows, old shows, Between the Ropes, Tuesday Night Mania, all the shows Joanne does. I mean, overall, I just want to see us keep growing and growing and growing. If this happens to, be picked up and we get a 100% backer that's willing to, take us national, I guess, that's great. But for me, being one of the older guys on the show, it's living my dream of talking sports, talking wrestling, talking music, talking movies and stuff, like that. So for me, I'm living out my dream because of you fans, you viewers, Ace, J Mac, Dave, Randy for reaching out to me and bringing me along after, prior year being with a different company, asking me to be there. So for me, I just want to see everything just keep growing. See Chris, get that beard growing in there more. So
right. Welcome in, Chardol. Chardol is here. So you know what, Big B, I really agree with you on that. I think our goals within the next year is just kind of make it bigger. Just make kind of go as big as we can. Mess around. What do you think about what do you think your goal is for C2C?
My goal for C2C is just to keep going the direction we're going and keep growing. But for the show, my goal for this is to get like a big name wrestler to interview to come on the show. That's my goal for the show.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm just letting you guys know I am working on a semi-big wrestler. He has been wrestling for AEW. He's a local guy here, so I am trying to work on. He said he's willing to come on, just got to work on the time frame. So,
Mr. Poster in the house.
Welcome in the man.
Look at those guns.
If you want to see Will posted on Coast to Coast Network, give me a hell yeah.
Hell no.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, Brandon, man.
It is our behind the scenes guy that you never see, but we could not do this without Will. So Will, we were giving you a lot of praise, talking about how wonderful you are behind the scenes, and you keep everything going. So it's fantastic.
Yeah, I saw that comment come in from Emmy, and I was like, what are you talking about? Like, what am I doing? But I appreciate it. I mean, it's fun to kind of work behind the scenes. Every once in a while, I like to pop up, kind of do my own little thing. But hey, it's been a pleasure to work with you guys for sure. Congrats on a year, by the way, Between the Ropes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Huge show. Always been one of the more successful shows here on Coast to Coast. Always been one of the.
Yep.
It's got a hell of a following, and I mean it's a staple to Coast, and I don't think it's going. I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon.
No, just like your GMs for hire, man.
Hey, man, keep tuning in. Hopefully we can figure some stuff out. Hopefully be on more often. But hey, we're more than welcome to keep it coming. And everybody who's been in the comments section, we appreciate you. We know we've got some Justin a frequent, Frank's a frequent. We got all types of people who we see common names in there quite a bit. Some names on here we need to see more often. We need to see William. We need to see Christy. We need to see Chardol. I mean, come on, come join the family.
Right, join it. So we're kind of hearing from everybody, Will, right now, and they're asking a question about, what is our goals over the next year for C2C. And so, Will, when you think about the next year, what do you think about some of your goals?
Look, the way I see it is, for what we're doing, there's a hell of a niche for it. I mean, it's a very different way of bringing entertainment to people. It's a very different way of bringing television type of entertainment to people on their phones. And I think that's kind of the big goal here is that, we know we're not ESPN. We know we're not the WWE network. We're not whoever we are. We're not this big name production, but I think it goes to show us and both the people at MI6 both really want to bring a different level of entertainment never before seen. And that's obviously a big goal. I mean, every single time we go live, whenever we go to a broadcast, it becomes, trying to entertain the fans. Everybody out here is in the comments section. They want to be engaged. They want to have fun. And I mean, that's my biggest goal is trying to boost engagement. I mean, if we can get people out there who want to be a part of the show, who want to leave comments, who want to chime in and just be a part of things. I mean, it makes it so much easier whenever people are down here in the comment section. So, right now it may be 5 or 6 people watching live. Hopefully, next month it's 7 or 8. Hopefully in a couple of years it's 50, 60, watching all at the time. It is what it is. It's just steady growth is obviously a goal always. And hopefully we can get some new people in here to C2C.
Absolutely. You couldn't have said it better. So now we're going to go back to what I was talking about before. And so Big B, I'm going to start with you. I'm going to give you a name and you tell me the first thing that comes to mind. Undertaker.
Overrated. Oh, Undertaker, no, he's not. No, he's not overrated. I'm just messing with you. An icon. I mean, he's definitely, a guy. I think a lot of reports have come out that a lot of the young guys learn from. So, I've always enjoyed watching him growing up, and the streak, WrestleMania. So, it's definitely somebody on my bucket list that I definitely want to meet someday. And now that he's not an active wrestler, it's kind of going to be hard to. So. We'll see what happens. I mean, if I was Chris, down in Dallas this past weekend, I probably would have went down and, try to wrestle my way to meet him. But it is what it is. So someday.
All right, mess around, Dave. Triple H. That's your name.
It's a legend. The stuff he's done with NXT, the way he's run it and brought it up, amazing. I wish Spence would take his ideas and run with them for Raw and SmackDown. We'd have better shows and better stuff to talk about.
All right. Dragon Viper. You know what? I'll go to you last because I got a special one for you there, Dragon Viper.
Oh man.
We all know who that's going to be.
Yeah, we know who that one's going to be. All right, Sarge. Yours is, we're going to go with The Rock for you.
Oh, he's a great cook.
I know what you mean.
I mean, with what he done with the industry and everything else, my one word will be as well with the Undertaker is iconic and / legend. You just put him up there, and when people talk about WWE, that's like the first thing that people come to is The Rock, pretty much. So I got to go iconic with him.
All right. Well, I'm going to give you Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, I just came into his entrance music. I mean, come on. To be fair, I thought everybody was going to get a legend. I was going to get like Doink the Clown.
You're a doink.
No, dude, Savage. Savage is the first word I can think of when it comes to Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, can of whoop ass. Thanks, Miss Thompson. Yeah, that's a good one. Or is that Mr. Thompson? I can't read.
Oh,
Lou. Shout out Lou. But yeah, so I mean, he is who he is. He's a savage. I mean, whenever growing up watching those feuds he had with Mr. McMahon and Booker T, I mean, it's uncharted TV that we're unfortunately never going to see again. Stone Cold made a lot of fans. Like he brought in a whole different wing of wrestling fans to WWE. Stone Cold is very much a savage.
And he's done a lot that we wish we could with our boss.
Oh yeah,
Beat the heck out of him.
Right? Sorry, Ace.
He also impersonated a doctor, which is a federal offense, and did not get arrested. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Piper, I think Ace could still take you though. I'm not going to work.
The ultimate rebel, which was always the ultimate badass, so to say.
When you hear the glass, you know it's your ass.
Oh,
There you
absolutely. Which
I like it.
did anybody here actually Bill Belichick enter to the Stone Cold theme?
No.
No.
He's earned that right.
He did.
Him and Nick Saban have both earned that right.
Right.
They can do whatever they want.
Crispy Bacon, your name, you're gonna love this. It's Hornswoggle.
That's who I thought I was gonna get. I thought I was gonna get the stupid one.
Well, yeah, Hornswoggle did a lot of work behind the scenes, you know.
Yeah, right. He's a funny guy.
You got nothing.
I don't know.
The illegitimate child. Come on.
You can't think of anything, even whenever like him and El Torito had like the freaking midget match.
Oh, the midget ladder
It was
match.
awesome. I forgot what it was actually
Vince's
called.
illegitimate kid.
They hit like the 1-star frog splash or the tadpole splash.
Tadpole splash.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's what it was. Sad Bull, yeah. That's in front of us, yeah.
So William Hudson's actually asking if anyone has shaken Austin's hand. I actually have not.
Not without getting a stunner afterwards.
Lou wants to, so I mean,
I'd shake Austin's hand. If Austin put his hand out, you better shake his hand.
Yeah,
no kidding.
I would like to.
What will
Right?
happen? He'll shake your hand, then he'll give you the 2 middle fingers, and it slides out.
Huh.
It's really lumpy and bony.
You know, Randy would be the one to reach out. You know, as Austin shakes his head, he would. I see Randy flicking him off.
Oh,
I would flick him off just to get stunnered. I mean, that's.
Yep.
And speaking of whenever I forgot who got The Rock, I think it was Sarge, but the first thing I thought of when I heard The Rock was him getting stunnered because nobody sold it like he did.
Oh, no one sold it like him. No.
That man would flop like a fish halfway across the ring.
Did Austin like eliminate him in a battle royal or something using the stunner after he flopped around and then he
Yeah,
popped up?
because he got hit with the stunner and he like jumped over the top rope. I'm like, what the hell?
like a
Awesome.
fish getting out of the water for a minute, on the dry land. It's like,
It's amazing. I mean, there's just people who sell things so much better than other people. Like the Rock with the stunner is like Dolph Ziggler with every move today. It's like it's ridiculous. Dolph Ziggler do backflips for a punch. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, let's give Randy his there, Ace. I can't wait.
Randy, I'm gonna give you a fun one because I know how much you love it. Okay, so what? Do it. Should I do it? All right, Matt Riddle. Yes.
Knew that was coming.
Oh my God! What doesn't come to mind? Annoying moron, nerd. Should be in another business altogether. Can't
Oh,
wrestle.
come on.
The disrespect.
All right.
Riddle is not all elite.
No. I didn't say another company. I said another business, like doing something.
Oh, like he should just sell
Maybe
insurance.
it's
Can't
gonna be
wrestle.
Rima.
He should just sell insurance on the road or something.
He just
He
doesn't
can't
really have a
wrestle.
better head of hair.
Oh,
What we
bro.
don't know is that Dragon Viper actually has a scooter from Matt
Oh,
Riddle in his
geez.
closet.
He's also got a matching mushroom tattoo on his chest.
Oh,
It's kind of creepy. He's like awkwardly proud about it in the group chat.
no, you shouldn't be announcing that. Thank you.
You
Hey,
know what?
all I'm saying is, I've grown up watching WWE. Used to always think it was weird that people could wrestle around in cocoa butter and tights. But I found it even more weird when Riddle does it barefooted. I don't like that at all. I don't know what it is about that, but it makes me even more disgusted. I just no.
You know what? I don't think we ever heard from Will about this, but who's your favorite wrestler of all time?
Jeff Hardy, without a doubt. He was the guy who got me into it. I mean, it was just because it kind of in a way you just never knew what he was going to do. I mean, that was the fun part about wrestling is that, I grew up past the Attitude Era. So obviously I'm a little bit younger. I didn't get to grow up with the Attitude Era. I grew up in the 2000s. And so, whenever I watched, I had to just kind of hope that something cool was going to happen. It's not like I was guaranteed that this bald guy was going to come clack beers and then come in, kick ass, and leave. I had to just hope something cool happened. And then I got like Jimmy Wang Yang Funaki. So yeah, Jeff Hardy was Jeff Hardy was a nice change of pace. I mean, he was the guy who is basically just like people would say stuff in a board meeting and then they'd be like, well, somebody has to do this psycho stuff. And Jeff was like, all right, whatever, I guess I'll do it again. But no, like the 30-foot swanton is like a memory I've had like forever. The ladder match in which they destroyed Joey Mercury's nose is a memory I grew up with. I mean, Jeff is a part of so many of my favorite WWE memories growing up to where he was just iconic. And yeah, he by far my favorite wrestler.
All right, Chris, who's your favorite wrestler of all time?
I haven't gotten that far, but
Oh, okay. So you don't have one yet.
not yet. I mean, just going off of right now, probably Ricochet.
Ah! Fun fact. Ricochet is from where I'm from. We were both born in Paducah, Kentucky. But that man is the most wrongly used person in WWE.
I agree.
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely.
That if there is somebody who needs to be all elite, it's Ricochet.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Mess around. I'm going to take this guess, and I'm going to say I'm pretty sure it's Randy Orton. Is that right?
Wrong. My favorite of all time is Bret the Hitman Hart.
Oh,
Screw job.
oh wow.
My bad.
I'm just so used to you talking about Randy Orton so,
Well, that's
so
because
much.
he's current, but all time is Bret Hart. Right now, it's Randy, but Bret Hart's always been a favorite of mine since I was a kid. Back when he was with the Anvil and the Hart Foundation.
And so we actually have some comments. So we have Lou who's saying Devon get the table. We all remember that.
Oh,
and we
yeah.
always got to remember those awesome ladder matches, the TLC matches between the
TLC,
Hardys and the Dudleys and Edge and Christian. I mean,
Yeah.
those,
Like coolness, dude.
I actually just
like-
watched a video the other day, and these two guys dress up as Team 3D, and they went to a restaurant. And the guy goes, "Devon, get the burgers!" He just runs.
Wow.
the patented TLC matches, those were fantastic.
Yeah.
Imee saying Shawn Michaels for her. Lou is saying for her it's Stone Cold. And then William Hudson saying Bret Hart also. So, Big B, how about you? Who's your favorite wrestler of all time?
You know, it's tough. I mean, you know, I got to go with Hogan. I think him and Flair right up there, 1, 2. Currently, though, I mean, there's so many. I mean, Roman Reigns, Seth, you know, Ricochet, Jeff Hardy, you know, still around. You know, even some guys in AWA that we talk, or AEW that we talk on Tuesday, Orange Cassidy, Jungle Boy. I mean, there's just so many, but all time, I gotta go Hogan, Flair. I mean, those two back then, that was wrestling. That was the biggest names around, you know. But now it's just there's a lot.
Big B, where are you at right now?
I'm sitting in my car, just got off work.
If we can we're at 8 right now. If we can double our viewers by the end of this, will you Hogan your shirt?
They don't want to see that.
I'll play Real American and I'll do it with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come on.
I'll swanton my desk.
Dude, if we can double this, I will grab my other shirt, I will put it on, and I will Hogan it.
Oh, that's hot. Everybody share this
I'd
right
rather
now.
see Ace in my body, definitely any day.
I will Hogan it. If we double our viewers, I will Hogan it at the end of the show.
I am
Everybody
sharing
get
to every
the
platform. I am
think
sharing
we
this to
lost
every
viewers.
platform imaginable.
All right, Sarge, how
Ah,
about you? Who's your favorite wrestler of all time?
my favorite wrestler all the time has the best intro music ever. I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. It has to be the Hitman Heart.
Only because you
Or not
want
the
to
Hitman
be
Heart.
yours.
Wow, HBK, HBK.
Wow!
I
Big
thought,
wonder there.
I thought it was
Talk
going to
about
be
a screw job.
I thought it was going to be Curry Man from TNA. He had the greatest.
Yeah, you know, like
Shark Boy.
Shark Boy.
when he's going through a company and like the injuries that he had to come back through and everything else, and just watching his bio pretty much was pretty awesome. So I always liked him, and he was really great in the ring.
I think we just found our next clip for TikTok.
Oh yeah, what's that? Oh, Tim. Yeah, right.
It's just Sarge monotonely singing the HBK song.
And then
And it's in his Bret Hart.
I'm huge. I know one.
It sounds like an Isaiah clip, you know.
Right.
I love it.
Dragon Viper, what about you? Who's your favorite one of all time?
Oh man.
Matt Riddle.
Come
No.
on, say it.
No, you know, it's
The Street
really
Profits.
Big B. Shh.
Nia
Not your
Jax.
turn. It's mine. But no, all time. That's difficult.
The
you have
Boogeyman.
Hogan, you have Triple H, Shawn, Undertaker.
Brock Lesnar.
But you know, I mean, currently it's Orton, but I'd have to say,
Hey, Knuckleball Shorts.
I'd have to say, you
Orange
know, either Undertaker or Triple H or Brett. One of those
Matt
three.
Riddle.
I can't pick one. Big B, it is nap time. Be quiet. So yeah, it's in the past.
Dominic.
It's got to be Hogan, Brett, Undertaker, Shawn, Triple H.
Jimmy
All right,
White.
well, so we've talked about our favorite wrestlers of all time.
Yeah.
Now going to the other side of that, your least favorite wrestler of all time.
Oh,
Brandy, we'll start with you.
For me,
I think we know.
oh man, I don't know. I mean, I got to go with Ziggler. I just, I don't know. I just can't get over the whininess, and
He's a hard worker.
no, and I get that, and I can be grateful for that, but maybe it's just a character. I mean, yeah, he's great in the ring and stuff. Sami Zayn's another one. With the conspiracy. So for me, it's got to be the character point. That I just can't get over.
Sarge.
Oh, I'm my least favorite.
Yeah.
I never cared for Ric Flair, to be honest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
If I have to put him, but if I have like a Mount Rushmore thing, he will still be on that. But it's a double-edged sword for me because I liked how he did, but I hate how he wrestled. I mean, all I see is blonde hair that turns red.
Yeah.
Will, your least favorite.
Oh God. Probably so. Oh God. There's just like, I feel like my era of growing up had like the worst wrestlers. I feel like I had like the weird group that got pushed for some reason.
Spirit Squad.
The great Khali was a world champion. That's
Captain Insano.
he showed no mercy. God, who was my least favorite? I used to say it was Triple H because I remember I was like 8 and Triple H won the WWE title over Jeff Hardy in an elimination chamber.
Oh, yep.
And I didn't know wrestling was fake and I cried. And then my dad grounded me. And I don't know why. So maybe my dad's my least favorite wrestler. I don't know. I have, God, least favorite. It has to be somebody who's just out there just being big and stupid and getting people hurt. Like, I don't know. Like the great Khali. You know what? Just because I hate the way they use his character, I'm going to say Jinder Mahal. He's stupid. I don't like his character at all.
Do you see his rap battle the other day?
Do what?
Do you see the rap he did with Shanky?
No, what the hell is he doing a rap battle for?
Exactly.
Oh, they're making fun of this new group that got promoted from NXT, so they did a little rap on Monday or something like that.
Sorry, Lou. Sorry. You're right. It's not. My bad.
Crispy.
Sorry, Lou. He was smoking some shake in the back room, behind the scenes. So
that man went from Jinder Mahal went from an absolute nobody to 3MB to world champion. Like, what the hell is going on?
What, did Ace go put on his kid's shirt or something? That looks tight.
No, it's not. I went to find a shirt that would be okay if I just Hulk Hogan the shirt. So
we got up to 10. We haven't hit 16. I need 16.
All right, Crispy, your least favorite?
Yeah, my least favorite would probably have to
Bastion Booger.
Charlotte Flair.
You know who my least favorite wrestler is? Nick, the guy, the little boy who was tag team champions with Braun Strowman.
Yes.
Forget that kid. He got to live out a lifelong dream of mine.
Right?
A lot of ours.
He has more tag team champions than all of us combined. And I hate that kid for it.
Yep.
I hope he's doing well. I hope he's podcasting, but screw
Maybe
him.
we should find out who he was and try to get him on.
He's got to be like 13. He's got to sign like a parent permission slip to get
Yeah. He was actually one of the referee's kids, so that's how that happened.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was a referee's kid. Yeah.
Inside job.
What a guy.
That would be awesome.
So Dragon Viper, your least favorite?
Randy Orton,
Overrated
Undertaker.
is overrated Ziggler, overrated Zayn. I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, Riddle.
He
Dragon
got
Viper
more
is-
overrated wrestlers than he does guys that he likes. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dragon Viper actually hates more wrestlers than he likes.
Exactly.
Do you hate pro wrestling, Dragon Viper?
In the Attitude Era, I liked more guys than I do now. So,
Hey,
Well, that's a good thing.
Hey, look, it's Dragon Viper's least favorite wrestler.
Get everyone in WWE.
It's 6 more to go, and your shirt is screwed.
All right, your least favorite?
Who is
My
who had a
least
fake
favorite
leg?
of all time.
Zach
It was
Gowen.
Zach Gowen.
Wasn't he
Yeah.
like a military guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. His biggest thing was with Goldberg and getting thrown down the stairs. Everybody remembers
Oh,
him for.
sweet Jesus, Goldberg. That's who my least favorite wrestler is.
Yeah.
Adam's favorite wrestler.
I'm right there with you, Will. My least favorite of all time is Goldberg.
Goldberg,
Oh,
Goldberg could be like 98 years old, and WWE would still have him come out like.
He'll still have bigger muscles than us.
I still want to punch Lesnar and Reigns in the face, though.
I know, but
Nothing made me happier than seeing his son get thrown in the Hurt Lock. I was like, kill him!
Wow.
I was like, I hope that's real. Choke him out. Get him. I was sitting there watching it, and then everybody was looking at Lashley like he was an idiot, and I was just like, "Go, Bobby!"
So my least favorite of all time has got to be Ryback.
How dare you?
Oh, right back.
Wow.
The big guy would eat your Wheaties.
Feed me more.
By the way, speaking of Ryback, fun fact: did you see? Do you follow him on Twitter?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He put out a poll to his fans on Twitter. Keep in mind, if you're following Ryback, I'm assuming you're a fan of Ryback. So he put out a poll on Twitter. Should I go back? Should I go to AEW? Should I find a new company, or should I retire? And 80% of the people said retire.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, okay.
That's how you really feel.
Yeah, they were just not a fan of him.
I thought he was awesome. Honestly, he was one of my favorites. I used to, whenever I had the WWE video games and he was in it, I used to like come out to his entrance music. Oh my god, he's awesome. Ryback's the guy.
Feed me more.
His
Feed
character
Are you kidding, Randy?
His
Are you
character
shaking your head yes?
What?
What?
To Ryback be one of your favorites?
I liked him.
Oh my god.
I actually liked him.
Feed me more.
If you recall the Nexus, I think Ryback was the first one that John Cena took out.
You're on mute. You're on mute, Will.
Well, you're on mute.
Shout out to what's his name, Ryback, who was like Skip Sheffield during that. That was a horrible.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Bray Wyatt being Husky Harris. These are like the worst names of all time.
Yeah.
Lars Sullivan. Lars Sullivan.
Who the piss is Lars Sullivan?
Exactly.
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 Who is that?
He's a cross between like
Snitsky.
Ryback and I don't know, Strowman with no sense of humor or anything. Just come out, destroy people, and say like 2 words maybe on the mic and then leave.
Half of the people in the
Nursery
original
rhyme.
Nexus were all renamed. It was really weird. Because like they had, what was it, Michael McGillicuddy,
Yep.
who
Yeah.
became
Yeah.
Curtis Axel, who
Yep.
was every name under the sun. And then they had Skip Sheffield, who became Ryback, Husky Harris, who became Bray Wyatt, who became the Fiend,
Yep.
who became like there's no telling who the hell, and then there's like Heath Slater, and like thanks for coming. It was, and Justin
He's got
Gabriel for
kids.
some reason. He does have kids. And then Garver, whoever Garver was, he was just there. I don't remember.
All you have to do is believe. Just
Oh, it was
believe.
Tarver.
Oh
That
God,
was Michael Tarver.
Love that guy.
Michael Tarver, not Garver.
Yep.
There we go. Michael Tarver, who was just
Believe.
like big and meaty. It was literally there for no reason.
Although I hate that guy because he's dating, what's her name? Liv Morgan.
Michael
So-
Tarver is dating Liv Morgan.
Bo Dallas is.
Bo Dallas is.
Bo Dallas is dating Liv. No.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know if they confirmed that, but they're living together on a ranch and raising animals and stuff like that.
No, you don't just be raising farms with a good pal, all right? Brandon, I think you're a good dude, but you and I aren't sharing a camel anytime soon, all right?
Well, I don't even think we would share a bag of Skittles. I mean, as big as
Oh
we
no,
are.
there would be punches thrown. We'd be really entertaining to come in as a tag team, though. They'd be like coming in at a combined weight as the scale broke, but question: weights unknown. We're not from parts unknown. We're from weights unknown.
Weights unknown. Come out on the little scooters or something. I mean,
Right? We could just put on hard hats and we could be the brothers of construction. There you go.
That would be awesome. The
brothers of construction.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's funny. So speaking of wrestling, this person left a comment because the question was, and it said, how old were you when you found out that the Dudleys were not actually brothers? And
wait, what?
Yeah, that was a question.
Yeah, that was the question.
I think his answer is right now.
They're not brothers? You're lying.
Yeah, no, that's it.
What is kayfabe?
That's exactly what this guy's comment was. He said, "Stop lying. They are brothers. Yeah, they are different skin color, but look, they look identical. They are brothers. Trust me."
Yeah, dude. Devon's mom and Bubba Ray's dad. They're like brothers.
Don't forget the third Dudley, Spike Dudley. That was like half their size.
Spike's adopted. Spike's adopted.
They found Spike in the trash can. Come on.
Yeah, he's like a Cabbage Patch Kid. They just found him.
Cabbage Patch Kid.
He's there, but he's there, and he just comes and goes.
There's been many a Staples that have like three people where you're just like, all right, those two make sense, but why the hell is that other guy here? Yeah, and that's kind of one of them. It was the Dudley boys, and then for some reason Spike's here. All right, thanks. Nobody thinks of Spike Dudley when you say the Dudley boys. No way.
No.
Yeah, it's Devon and Bubba Ray, and then all of a sudden Spike just appears.
Yeah, it was Bubba Ray. I don't know why I was thinking that wasn't his name because of Bully Ray. What the hell?
Yeah, Bully Ray is his other name.
Stupid.
Yeah, the bully. Actually, the Bully Ray, I actually didn't think was bad. I actually liked the Bully Ray character. I actually liked that. I thought that was pretty cool. But
the whole Aces and Ace thing was really good too, but they blew that up really quick. I don't know why.
But apparently, Devon and Bubba Ray don't do business with each other anymore. That's what. That's the post that Devon wrote. He said that right now we don't really do business with each other because we kind of had a falling out.
Yeah.
Look, biological brothers fight all the time. I'm sure you and J Mac butt heads. It's fine. They'll be good. They'll see each other at the family reunion. It'll be great.
Well, and just so you know, Undertaker and Kane are not brothers either.
Good line.
So that you know.
Exactly.
every tag team in the history of tag teams has been brothers or family in a way. All right. The Hart Foundation, related. Brothers of Destruction, related. They're literally called the brothers. All right. Hardy Boys, related.
I want to set up a tag team match with the Brothers of Destruction versus the Brothers of Construction.
Hell yeah, coming out with
There we go.
hey, and my finishing move can be a jackhammer. Oh, perfect. Oh, it's perfect.
Which
It
let's
writes
not
itself.
let's not forget that one of the worst gimmicks of all time was Isaac Yankem when Kane was the dentist.
Oh, that was not that
That was
bad.
terrible.
You didn't
Not
like
as bad as the Ninja Turtles. Come on.
Yeah.
What about the Minotaur guy?
What the hell was the ninja?
Oh yeah, back in early '90s, when the Ninja Turtles were big, the first movie, WWE brought two guys in to play. They named them something else, but it was the Ninja Turtles. Came out all in a green outfit with the turtle shell on there, masked up and stuff, and wrestled. Yeah,
they were
yeah. Look it up.
they were called the Toxic Turtles.
Toxic Turtles. That's what
And,
they're called.
Dude.
And so what happened was they came out and they did one match and they came
Yep.
out and even in the match when the guy like landed on his back, he was like kicking his feet and everything in the air and acting like he couldn't get up because he was laying on his shell like
He's
a turtle.
It's brilliant.
and his partner had to come in and raise him up, but then they had to stop doing it because they were about to get sued.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What is PETA acting up? They getting angry
No,
about
probably
it?
from Turtles.
It was probably from the Turtles movie.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
about to get sued because of that.
Lame.
The Goon was a bad gimmick. I mean,
The goon.
you know, yeah, there was a guy that came out in a hockey
Hockey
gear and a hockey player, you know, all the sports and stuff. Yeah, they called him the Goon.
What about the
God.
Goofy Gobbler?
What's the gobbledygooker?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
that one.
gobbledygooker.
That guy. Hall of Famer.
Randy's top favorite wrestler gimmick of all time.
Oh, the Yeti.
Oh, the
Oh,
Yeti was
wow.
terrible
The
too.
Yeti.
The Minotaur guy, that was horrible too.
What are there's so many
Who's that
bad
Gonzalez guy who was like 8 feet tall?
Oh, the giant.
Giant Gonzalez.
Giant Gonzalez,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was terrible.
He
So
was
was
probably
Khali.
he was probably worse than
Ouch.
the Great Khali.
Yeah.
Khali
I don't
was
know.
terrible.
Great Khali's finishing move. He didn't even hit you. He just raised his hands and screamed. That was it. He just, and then you fall.
He made the Hall of Fame though.
That's a
Which
joke.
I
The
still don't
WWE Hall of
understand.
Fame is a joke, dude. Like, it's not like any other Hall of Fame. You literally have to do nothing. Like
Pete Rose.
Bob
Celebrities
Barker's
are
in
in
the
there.
Hall of Fame. William Shatner's in the Hall of Fame. Like,
Rose in there.
dude, there's
I
so
can't-
many. It's
And
like
Well,
Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame too.
Yeah,
if
Yeah.
you
Yeah, Pete Rose
wrestle
is-
if you wrestle a full calendar year, there's like a 50-50 shot you're making the Hall of Fame.
but
I mean, the big superstars take it for real. I mean, they believe the Hall of Fame is real, and you know, well deserved to them. But there's some people that should not have been in the Hall of Fame, no doubt about that.
The whole celebrity wing is a joke.
as much as I like Sting is one that shouldn't have been in the WWE Hall of Fame
Oh,
because he was there for like 2 matches.
Yep.
The Hall of Fame is such a joke. You can be a multiple time Hall of Famer. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, because you're
That
tag
doesn't
teaming.
make sense. In what other sport can you do that? You get like because the stable will get put in, then your tag team gets put in, then you get put in as a singles wrestler, and they're like 8-time Hall of Famer Ric Flair. It's like who gives a shit? Like, yeah, we get it. Yeah,
I
like-
think right now, if that happens, well, I think Triple H could get in there like 6 times.
right. Evolution, DX, singles. Like, dude, he's easily.
And then
he's
him and
easily a
Stephanie
three-time.
as the most powerful couple, and
Right,
Yeah.
powerful 4, the Nexus 5, you know, like or no, he wasn't in the Nexus. The
NXT.
Authority,
the
the
authority.
Authority could get 6, like stupid.
It is.
Hornswoggle's going to go in multiple times. He's going to go in as like Hornswoggle, like one of the best managers of all time. With Finley, he's going to go in as the anonymous Raw general manager. He's going to go in as the freaking tadpole splash. He's going to go in.
This is an illegitimate son.
Illegitimate son, that was another one. Yeah, like he's
That
gonna
was
be like
that was possibly still the great storyline after the whole Kennedy thing got suspended, and they pull him out as an illegitimate child. I'll never forget that. That was a great one.
What's
come
up
up a
with
little bit
WWE and kids? They were like, Vince McMahon, you're going to be the father to a midget, and Kurt Angle, you're going to be the son to a black guy. It was like a black guy who's like not even half your age. It was like to have this kid, you would have had to be 10. All right, this is now your son.
Don't forget about Eugene. I mean, he's what Vince's
Eric's
son also.
nephew.
Yeah, but
Eric Bischoff's nephew.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, don't forget though about the whole storyline that Vince was gonna do with Stephanie. Which, when I saw that one, I was like, that storyline. I was like, that was. I was glad that Stephanie and them were like, I'm not doing that.
Oh, yeah, I remember which one you're talking about. We ain't gonna get into that one.
It was Vince's idea that Vince goes, we want Stephanie to say that she's pregnant, and then in the end, it turns out that I'm the father, and I'm like. I was like, what? So Vince wanted to do an incest storyline.
Vince was trying to do Pornhub before Pornhub came out.
Yeah, and he wanted to do an incest storyline with Stephanie McMahon.
That is so.
He was trying to do Pornhub.
Oh my god!
Before Pornhub.
Why have I never heard of that? Probably for good reason.
It's the weirdest one you will see, but as soon as he did it, like everyone's like, Vince, I know you call the shots, so like, but I'm not doing that.
What the hell
What's
is going on? Like, why is that a thing? What is that old man thinking?
Okay, here's a question.
He's
What's
not.
the worst storyline besides that one? What was the
Worst storyline of all time?
Yeah.
That had to be pretty well.
That's got to be up
there.
there.
Mark Henry having the kid with the maid. It came out of the
Hand.
Yeah.
Mae Young giving birth to the hand. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh God, what was it? The one that was recent was the storyline of what was it? Seth and Ray, the eye for an eye.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was
That was-
bad. Yeah.
That was
Last
awful.
year.
What the
The
hell was
rivalry was good. The matches were good, but yeah, the storyline that he took his eye, that's kind of was bull.
That was so dumb. Like, come on now. That one was bad. I guess I'm more just thinking of terrible matches because the next thing I thought of was the Wyatt family compound match. That one was awful. Anything that's cinematic to me is terrible. I don't know where people get off. I don't know where people get off saying that Bray Wyatt and Cena at WrestleMania was like one of the greatest matches of all time. I'm like, there was no,
like seriously.
there wasn't a match. They didn't do it.
Yeah.
It was more like a sketch. Or a
Yeah.
skit.
Yeah.
Like, you mean to tell
I mean,
me
it was funny, but it was, funny dumb, I guess. You know.
Yeah, it was just kind of stupid. Like, it was just like, okay. You know what the worst storyline of all time is, and it may be just because of unfortunate timing, is when old boy Vince McMahon was like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to kill myself on live TV. And then the next day, Chris Benoit was like, I know what I'm going to do. And just without the TV. And so it was just bad.
Yeah.
The whole thing is, I was actually going to bring up that storyline because I really wanted, outside of the Benoit incident, really wanted to see where that was going. I read a report that they were going to take Vince off, and then they were going to kind of do a makeup artist, make him look a little bit different, and he was going to come back as his brother and taking over the company and stuff like that.
See,
that's
obviously unfortunate timing caused for that to be a little
bad
derailed,
timing.
But I mean, it was that'd be an interesting way to do things.
Yeah, that's what the plan was. I mean,
Jason Jordan being Kurt Angle's son may be like the worst thing I've ever seen him do. I was like, stop it, come on now. We've seen this storyline before. Knock it out. This is just the writers getting bored, and they were like, let's see what we can get away with.
There's been some bad ones, some really bad ones.
Oh yeah,
like Eva Marie popping back up.
what's wrong with Eva Marie?
All right, guys. Catch you guys later.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
All
got
right, have a good one.
That's our
What was the point of Eva Marie coming back?
What was the point of Eva Marie? Period.
Exactly.
Where'd Dragon Viper go?
He went to
Yeah,
work.
go to work.
He had to go work.
What a guy.
Yeah, to go give Matt Riddle a hug. Take his scooter, go to work.
I saw Sarge said he had to go. I didn't see anything about it. Do I just not know how to read? Oh, yep, I don't know how to read. All right, cool. It's right there, black and white. It says me too.
We're almost there anyways. We got about 5 minutes left in the show. It's actually been really, really fun, Will. We're
Yeah.
glad that you've been able to hop on and
Yeah.
join us.
Hey man, saw you guys going. Shout out Emmy for tagging me in this. I was like totally not doing anything. I was just laying in bed and I was like, why am I being tagged and stuff? And I thought I was just being tagged to watch the show. And she was like, thank you for everything you do. And I was like, oh, well, thanks for having me. You know, it's a pleasure to be here. Glad I got to, I don't know if it was just because of me, but I'm glad we got a couple of laugh reacts. So that's fun. I'm glad we had a good time.
Absolutely. You know what? And I know we didn't get double the views, but that's okay. I will still Hogan my shirt.
No way. That's hot.
I will still Hogan my shirt. So right before we go off there, I will frickin' Hogan my shirt.
That's so hot.
And everybody keep in mind.
Viper Mess around gets to see it firsthand. Nice.
Yeah,
that's cute.
And don't forget, in the Between the Ropes page, we will be posting the winner that will receive the prize.
Ooh, what's the prize? I missed the prize.
It's a date with Viper.
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
Yay.
And she's dressed up as Riddle.
Amber, I know my girlfriend was watching at a point. Yeah, if I was you, I would get off while you can.
Wow.
If you go on a date with Viper, I'm gonna have a problem.
We actually thought it was funny because he has this big thing against Brock Lesnar, and so he always says he wants to wrestle Brock.
Oh, that'd be hot.
He just wants to slap him up in the face.
I've always just wanted to. My buddy Matt from GMs has always just told me he wants me to Sister Abigail him into a fridge. So one day we're gonna do it. We'll do it for charity or something.
Since we're almost there, Crispy Bacon, you can give your final thoughts, and then when it comes around to me, I'll frickin' Hogan this crap. I'll see if I can. I can't guarantee I can, but I will try and Hogan it. All right.
Thank you guys for watching.
I'm gonna need full camera on Ace when he does that too.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to full camera this.
Full screen that bad boy.
Thank you guys for tuning in. It's when you're down, many more to go, and just stay with Coast to Coast. We got great shows.
All right, so Dave, you got it. Go ahead and keep talking quick.
All right. For me, for my last thoughts of the show, like I said at the beginning, this was an idea of Ace and mine. We talked about doing this for a while and didn't think we were going to have an audience, but I'm glad we found one, and I appreciate all you viewers tuning in every week, and Crispy for all the hard work you do behind the scenes, producing all the shows. Brandon, you gone yet?
Yeah, for me, it's, thanks for all the viewers. Thanks for, the crew for let's, sit and talk about wrestling. Thank you again to Creed for all he's done, bringing viewers in. Preston Steele, Rob Wild, Chris Casanova, TRC's brought in a bunch of views for us. So I'm, just thankful for all them, and hopefully year 2, year 3, year 4, we're just keep on growing.
And of course, last but not least, you have Will.
Who's on mute?
Who's on mute?
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. It keeps telling me my mic keeps unplugging. But anyway, I'm dropping something in the comment section for anybody. Obviously, this is about Between the Ropes, but if you guys ever, I'm not on much. So if you guys ever want to become part of GMs for Hire, which is my show, obviously on the Coast to Coast Network from 7:30 to 8:30 Central on Thursdays. We're on there as much as we can be. We're all a bunch of busy people, but whenever we can be on there, when at least two of us can be, we're on there. There's also a link to our YouTube channel if you want to go check that out. Come subscribe, join the family.
Great show to watch.
Hey, thank you. We appreciate that. Definitely love hearing that. This is what it's about today is Between the Ropes, and Between the Ropes is the staple of Coast to Coast. It's kind of whenever it came over, it was the backbone. It was the lead show, and it's always been such as that since the start of the network. It's been a staple to what Coast to Coast is really about. It's been something that's been going on since before Coast to Coast, and it's made its way over and has done even better, even bigger and better things since coming. So everybody who's a part of it, from Ace to Dave, Dragon Viper, Big B, Sarge, Crispy, a lot of people. There's a lot of people involved in this show from start to finish, whether it be on scene, behind the scene, bringing in new people. There's a lot to Between the Ropes, and it's shown steady growth over the year to the point to where over 1,000 views on multiple episodes. It's crazy. Some shows hope to do numbers like Between the Ropes. So it's crazy the kind of niche and the kind of the following that it has. And so congratulations to over a year now. Obviously a big staple, and again, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. And that's because of everybody here watching. So thanks to everybody who's been a part of it. Thanks to everybody who's made it happen. And thanks to everybody who's enjoyed it along the way.
And of course, with that, last but not
we need the Hogan music.
We can't forget. I don't have the. Oh.
I am a real American. Oh God, full screen! Oh, that's hot! Oh yeah, looky there! Oh,
What's you gonna do when the largest are run wild on you, brother?
God, we need to be canceled. God, that is so right yet so wrong. It's like a train wreck. You shouldn't look, but I can't take my eyes off of it.
Are we doing
Decent sun,
Oh my God. Is it hot in here?
Are we doing it? What's that, Chris?
the drawing?
Roll it.
Are we
Is it
going to
what?
do the drawing right now, or are we going to wait?
No, we're gonna do it after.
Oh,
Okay.
No. Hey, at least somebody liked it.
Right.
Of course, the wife's gotta love it,
Hopefully it wasn't Randy's mom.